Hello, collective. Welcome and welcome back. We're gonna do a reading real quick to see who you need to watch out for and why. Okay. Oh, my nose ring. Okay. Who you need to watch out for and why? Because we're in the season of being in seasons, right? We're coming out of Thanksgiving if you celebrate it. Christmas is coming up, New Year's, all these types of things. People get in their feelings and they be feeling some type of way. So I just want you guys to be aware with the information that you need. All right. So as always, you guys know, be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. Keep the flow of energy going. We don't want to create any blockages in our life. So if you receive, give. If you give, you should receive. Ooh, that could. And I was just talking about Christmas. So what is that? Right? Are you shopping for gifts for people who never get you gifts? Are you planning on giving to someone or sharing the holiday cheer and you don't feel like you received that from them? That could be a message. Okay? This is not the year where we're doing that. So, just like you deserve to receive, you also, need to make sure that you're giving to the right people. Okay. If you want to book a personal reading, that link is below, you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. Let's see, for the collective, guardian angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors of the highest vibration, Father, Mother, God, for the collective, when it comes to who they need to watch out for at this time. Who does the collective need to watch out for, spirit, at this time? Okay. Ooh, a third party. Third party situations. People who have you in third party situations. Journey. Engagement. So, okay. This could be somebody who you have to travel to see. They could be in a different country, different city, state, zip code. I was getting originally, though, like immediately when I saw the journey card with the third party card, I feel like this could be a person who wants to like include themselves on trips or outings or journeys that you go on. This could be metaphorically when it comes to your spiritual journey. But it feels like this is a person who's like trying to encroach upon what you have going on. And then the engagement card was at the back of the deck. So this also could be somebody who doesn't have a vehicle, doesn't have any type of car. It feels like they want to use your vehicle to get somewhere, or they want to use your vehicle to go somewhere. And the vehicle could be a metaphor for like your life, your journey, what it is that you do. They may want to use you as a stepping stone or use you as a platform to propel themselves, or like ride in the back seat when you do other stuff. This could also be someone who's talking to other people. What is this? Who does the collective need to watch out for, spirit? Twin flame. Child. Okay. This could be somebody who's acting like they're your twin flame or saying, oh, we're soulmates. There's a reason why we met. I know there's a reason why you came into my life type of energy. Y'all, listen, bonding, twin flame, and fitness. Oh, wow. It's 3:33 p.m. right now at this very moment, Monday, December 8th. Time went by fast, didn't it? Time passed fast. Time flies when you having fun, honey. It's like there's something that bonds you and this person together. I feel like spirit wants you to watch out for people who are like outside of your immediate. Hold on, let me let this bus go by. Y'all be sure to like the video. This is like somebody who's outside of your immediate vicinity. Like somebody who is not associated with anything you're doing. Just say, for example, you're married, right? This would be somebody who you are friends with. who's not involved in your marriage, but they're trying to they're trying to involve themselves in your marriage. This could be somebody who maybe is a friend or a coworker who's trying to attach themselves. It's like they're trying to hitch their wagon to your wagon, or hitch their stuff to your stuff. It's like they're trying to connect with you off of something, or bond with you off of something. Oh, and then children is here. So it's like, oh, we're alike because we both have kids. We should be friends because we both experienced similar trauma. We should connect or date because we both had partners or spouses that cheated on us, or, like trauma bonding. It could also be somebody who's trying to connect themselves to you to improve their own life, because you have this fitness card after that. So it's like, by connecting with you, or by being friends with you, or being associated with you in some way, it helps them kind of boost their own situation. What else for the collective? Self-care. Okay, yeah. So it kind of feels like there's a lot of people out there right now in the world, a lot of energies out in the world right now floating around, where people are trying to involve themselves in like personal one-on-one situations that you have going on, whether it's you and your career, you and your spouse, you and your kids. It kind of feels like somebody is trying to fuse themselves. It feels like welding. I'm getting welding for some reason, where they're trying to like mesh and fuse and, weld themselves to your life. We have deception, self-care, and abundance. Yeah, because they're being deceptive about, yeah, and then intimacy right up underneath deception, and journey right under that. Yeah, so it's like people who claim that they're on the same path as you. Oh, we're on the same path. We're on the same journey. We've been through the same things. We've been through the same things, collective. We're so alike. There's so many things that we have the same birthday. We have the same baby daddy. Like stupid stuff like that. Because I'm saying it in a very exaggerated tone. Like, oh, we got the same baby dad. Let's be friends. And it's like, Spirit is like, no, you don't need that, because they're getting close to you. It's like they're getting close to you, this intimacy situation. They're getting close to you off of like deception. The reason why they're getting close to you is for some deceptive reason. It's like they're not telling you the real reason why they want to be in your space. They're not telling you the real reason why they want to get close to you. And the fact that abundance is right after that, it's like, okay, is it because you're abundant that these people want to attach to you and fuse their lives into your life, fuse themselves to you? Especially if you're like, I don't know, especially if you're older, because the older man card is here after abundance, then solitude, then friends. Be mindful. Ooh, I just put self-care back in the deck, child. Let's get another card. I put it back in the deck. I didn't mean to. One more card. Fear in reverse. Journey at the bottom. New home. I'm so upset that I put that card back. Oh, don't be afraid. It's hard to open up sometimes. I just hear bullshit. Like somebody's acting like they're taking care of themselves. They're looking into you. They're asking you questions. They're trying to get to know you. New home, self-employment, new love. Some of you guys have a lot of positive things happening. I feel like Spirit wanted to clarify that abundance. So the abundance that's coming into your life is possibly somewhere new to live. Maybe some of you guys are going to be buying a home after you've been renting for so long. You could have some type of success in your business if you have a business, maybe even your career. New love means new connections coming in. It could be platonic love. It could be romantic love. It doesn't have to be anything specific, but it's like, I feel like you're embracing the closing of doors, the closing of old chapters, letting things kind of fall by the wayside. And this is either a person who has someone attached to them who's not necessarily great, and that person who is coming into your life needs to remove whatever attachments that they have to somebody who's not that great. Or this is a situation where like they themselves are trying to hitch a ride. It's like they're trying to hitchhike, you know, they're trying to hitch a ride so they can follow you. But the fear card came out in reverse. I actually want to clarify that. Why is this fear card in reverse? Oh, the 2 of coins flipped out automatically. This could be a decision, a difficult decision that you or someone else is trying to make. It could be money in, money out. Lannisters always pay their debts, child. And then you have the 7 of Spears, which is the 7 of Wands. And then you have the Ace of Coins. Yeah, so it's like making a choice between 2 options, choosing one option, taking the opportunity that seems best in the situation. Also, coming up against a small minority, handling something all by yourself, standing your ground, even though people around you could be very intimidating. Like you could be by yourself in a situation or on your own in a situation, and it's difficult because you're coming against like a small majority of people, and you still have to stand your ground. Not giving up. 2 of coins. Let me get one more card. Thank you. They just flip out, child. 4 of wands. Yes, ma'am. I see you. King of Cups. And the Ace of Cups. Wow, 2 aces. King of Cups and the Ace of Cups. This looks like a relationship because we have new home and new love. So this could be a home that you love. This could be a relationship that you're meant to be in with someone where it's going to be committed. You guys could be married. You guys could have a child together at some point. Maybe you buy a house together. It kind of feels like, I feel like there's this need for you to avoid people who cause you to be afraid of going after what you want, living your life to the fullest, being in positions that you feel comfortable in, but also not being afraid to be a little bit uncomfortable to get what you want. Like if you like someone, your spirit team doesn't want this new connection or this new relationship that could be blossoming or developing to be ruined by a bitter friend that you have who's jealous that you're going to be in a relationship. They don't want you to feel like you have to choose between that person and the new person coming into your life. This could be a situation where some of you guys are having some type of success in your career, and somebody can see that you're going places or you're about to take off, which has been coming out in the readings, and they don't want you to be attached to this person because they're there for the wrong reasons and they're using you and they're not really being transparent about why they really want to be your friend or why they really want to date you. The King of Cups is, in this deck, especially being depicted by Jon Snow, it's a good person. It's a person who has a genuine heart. It's someone who's very emotionally stable. They don't become irrational when it comes to decisions that need to be made. They try to do the right thing. They're often selfless because they want to basically serve the greater good, and they're not afraid to necessarily make a sacrifice in order for that greater good to be you know, good. Okay. There's a potential here for a relationship like that to come into your life if you guys are focused on love. But there's also this potential with the Ace of Pentacles that we saw, the Ace of Coins. There's a potential for you to also have some type of like career success. It feels like two different things at once. Or it feels like you have a choice that you can make. You know, if you want love or if you want more like professional success, you have a choice that you can make with those things. And I feel like Spirit doesn't want anyone or anything clouding your judgment as you make that decision about what's best for you. They don't want anyone adding their 2 cents in when it's not really worth anything. This could also be somebody who is already in a relationship. For some of you, what's the third party? Christ. The 9 of Coins reversed and the Temperance. Yeah. Somebody is not single. They're in a relationship. The Chariot and the Magician. They're single when they want to be single. 9 of Coins reversed and the Temperance. This could also be somebody who's not financially stable. This could be you as well. Like if you're trying to work on your finances or you're trying to become more independent, self-sufficient, be more focused on your career and your finances improving, this could be a person who kind of like, either they make you hesitate or their energy interferes with whatever you have going on personally. It's like they cause delays because this Magician, child, and the Chariot, right? They cause some type of delays when it comes to things moving forward quickly. Or they manipulate time or something. It's weird. It's like somebody's manipulating time, slowing down time, or making you slow down when it comes to something that could move a lot more quickly. What's this twin flame? What's the twin flame? Page of Coins reverse. Yeah, like a bad sign, bad news. 7 of Swords and the 10 of Cups. I just heard that somebody's doing the right thing, but it's for the wrong reason. Or somebody's doing the wrong thing, but it's for the right reason. Something like that. Yeah, it's like somebody's doing bad, but they're doing it for the right reason, right? Yeah, Hierophant too. Mm-hmm. I feel like there's not really an opportunity here for you. This feels like a person who is in a relationship. They're not single. You're a third party. You may see them as your twin flame, but they cause delays in your life. They prevent you from moving forward. And they cause you to be afraid to like pursue things on your own because you're waiting on them to pick you or choose you, or for them to step up in your life the way that you feel like you deserve or the way that you want them to. For some of you, that's the case. For some of you, this is a platonic connection with someone where either they're trying to attach themselves to you and blend themselves to you by trying to find like trauma bonds or commonalities between you, and they're not really the same as you, even though they want to maybe say that they're the same as you, or they want you to think that you guys are the same, but you're not. What's this page of coins reversed? Doing the right thing for the wrong reason? No, it's the right reason, but it feels like it's the wrong thing. I don't know. What's the Page of Coins reversed? The Hierophant. See? I just showed y'all that with the Seven of Swords. Like, there's something that's going to come back on a person. It's like something is going to boomerang. Something is going to come back around on somebody. They're going to have to pay this debt. Queen of Cups and the Ace of Swords. Another ace. You've seen the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Coins, and now the Ace of Swords. Queen of Cups. We saw the King of Cups. I feel like somebody knows what the right thing is to do. I feel like somebody knows they have to make a decision, or they know what the right thing is to do. But I feel like they're not doing the right thing, even though they know the right thing or what the right thing is, quote unquote. Who can say what the right or wrong thing is to do? It's a bad sign. Someone is in a commitment and it's a bad sign. Hierophant, Taurus, possibly Libra, Temperance, Sagittarius. So I feel like somebody is juggling here in a relationship. But why is the Fear card reversed? The Queen of Coins. The Queen of Cups and the Strength card. Yeah, like somebody, there's a feminine energy here that's fearless. This could be you, especially if you're a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or a Leo. It's like this really strong feminine energy. There could be two feminine energies here that are really strong or very powerful. I feel power. I feel like also, they know their worth as well. Yeah, and it's like something is being balanced out or something is being made right. Okay, so let's see. Let's just pull some more cards, child. Y'all be sure to like the video, okay? I appreciate it. If you just sit around and you watch and you're gaining something from the content, but you're not contributing, that blocks the flow. You don't want to be the reason for the block in the flow. Okay? Because it will come back on you. Ooh. Who does the collective need to watch out for, Spirit? The Seven of Swords reversed. So whatever that is, whatever someone thought they were doing for the right reason, it's like, I feel like someone did the wrong thing for the right reason. Or they did the right thing for the wrong reason. Like, they may not have set out to, quote unquote, do the right thing. But even if they were being sneaky, even if they were being deceptive, because we saw that deception card, even if someone was doing something bad, it ended up turning out good. Okay? Or if someone was doing something that they thought was good, but it ended up turning out bad, it's like basically what Spirit is saying is that it all worked out the way it was supposed to, kind of. Because you may have felt like you were doing the wrong thing in a situation, but you felt like you had to do it or you were led to do it because it was for the right reasons. Even though it appeared to be wrong from the outside looking in, or it could be classified as wrong from the outside looking in, it was actually for the right reasons. Kind of like, for example, if you betray a friend, or a friend feels like you betrayed them, but you really didn't, and you did it because you had to like self-preserve, or you did it because you had to like, maybe even if you broke up with somebody, divorced somebody, you did it for the right reasons. But Seven of Swords is reversed. I feel like Spirit is telling you that you need to watch out for someone who is getting caught in their behavior, or whose lies are coming to the surface. That's what you need to watch out for. Yeah, 10 of Spears and the Star card. Aquarius energy, possibly Sagittarius. But 10 of Wands is like work, burdens, a heavy load, carrying a lot, a stressful, strenuous job, some type of work that's really like heavy and cumbersome. You could have felt stressed out communicating with someone because like just talking to a person was stressing you out. Or a lack of communication for some of you guys, being on the outside looking in. I feel like you made a decision that a situation was causing you to feel insecure, or it was causing you to feel lack in your life. It could have been financially draining or a burden. Somebody could have been putting you in a position of lack. It's like you couldn't see your way out of something, or you didn't know that if you were going to be able to figure out a way out of a situation. It's like somebody decided that you weren't going to get something, or that they weren't going to tell you what was going on, or that they were going to keep you out of the loop. So if this is a third party situation with like somebody who's married, whoever this person is didn't tell you what was going on. Like, I feel because it was stressful, I guess, or they didn't want you to be stressed out about their situation. But I feel like they had an opportunity to give you what they were supposed to give you, or tell you whatever they were supposed to tell you, and they didn't do it because it was too hard. So now the Seven of Swords about what they did is being revealed, or is coming out to the surface. The Star. It's like now you can heal from a situation. But the truth that's coming out, that's who you need to watch out for, is like whoever you're finding out the truth about, or whoever's lies or deception is being exposed. And they're probably going to say that. That's why I keep thinking about it. They're probably going to say, oh, well, this is the reason why I did it. I thought I was doing the right thing for the right reasons. Or I did the wrong thing, but I did it with the right intentions. What's the Seven of Swords reverse? The Four of Swords. Yeah. Something that they didn't tell you about, or something that they kept to themselves. Right? Because it's not necessarily our business to know everybody's business. But I feel like if you're involved as a third party in something that's going on, and you should have been privy to the information, that is your business, right? Like if you're asking me out on dates, or you're talking to me, or we're holding conversations with each other, and you're not single, but you walk around as if you are, that's information I need to know, right? That's something that I need to be aware of, so that I can make a decision about whether or not I want to spend time with you, or whether or not I want to continue to invest my energy in this situation. Six of Swords, Four of Swords, and the Eight of Coins. Yeah. Somebody told this person not to tell you about this. I feel like someone told this person like, this is somebody's job too, with the 8 of coins, 6 of swords at the bottom of the deck. It's like, this is communication. 7 of swords reverse, 4 of swords, 6 of swords. Underneath the 6 of swords is the 5 of swords. Underneath the 5 of swords is the 2 of swords. So it's like somebody kept you blind again, or they kept you in the dark about a situation because they knew you would reject them, or they knew you would disagree with what they were doing, or they knew somehow that you would feel betrayed by whatever this is. They didn't want you to know. I feel like they didn't want you to know because they knew that you would get upset about it. And then when they asked people, I feel like when they asked people about it, I feel like this person talked to somebody at work. I don't know, child. I feel like they had an opportunity. They had several opportunities to tell you what was going on, but they didn't. Even if this is platonic, I feel like this is about communication. But you could feel that something was going on, or there was some type of truth that was buried. That you couldn't see. I feel like this person also didn't want you to be able to use this information against them. The 3 of Cups. See? Third party situation. 3 Cups. I was about to say 3 swords. But there are 3 swords at the top of the 4 of swords. I also feel like this person strategized. Their strategy didn't work, or whatever they were trying to do didn't work out. Queen of Spears. The Priestess, okay, which is like the High Priestess in this deck. It kind of feels like there's a person here who you possibly were involved with loosely, and they made a decision to like choose another person. And now, okay, so why does the collective need to watch out for this person? Death. Because something has changed. A situation is evolving. The way a situation is evolving, that's why you need to watch out for a person. Because of how something transpired. How a situation evolved over time. How this person evolved. The Empress, yeah. And the 10 of Cups. Because you're seeing the real person. You're seeing who this person really is. And you don't trust them. I feel like deep down inside, you know that someone could turn into something, I don't want to say negative, but it's like they could turn into a person who you don't really like. They could turn into somebody who's not really great. Like if they feel... If you challenge their reality, or if you challenge what they believe to be reality, or if you are somehow more powerful than them at some point or another, right? If you challenge their status quo, if you challenge what they believe, the Hierophant, they will turn against you. Like they will be a traitor. They will deceive you. They'll lie. They will basically be disloyal. Or possibly get out of hand. What's the death card for why the collective needs to watch out for this person? The Emperor. We just saw the Empress. One more card. And the Four of Cups. The Strength and the Knight of Cups. So whoever this is coming towards you, it feels like. Somebody's approaching you with an offer. They're going to make you some type of offer. Yeah, but it's like if you reject them, or if you don't do things the way they want you to do things, or you don't do things the way that they feel you should, it feels like they're going to turn on you, or you're going to see them change and morph into somebody else. That's what it is. Because they had a strategy that they felt like would work out, and they didn't. Because it's like they kept something from you. What did they keep from you? Strength and the Knight of Cups is at the bottom with that Four of Cups. It's like they're only nice when you're giving them what they want. They're not nice or cooperative or compassionate towards you. They don't care about how you feel unless you're giving them what they want. And then when they change into whoever they change into, it's kind of like, okay, that's kind of scary. Like when you see their face change, like this person's face may change. I don't know. What did this person keep from the collective? What did they keep hidden or omit from telling the collective? The Strength card came out again. That they were loyal to somebody? Yeah, so this person didn't tell you that they were in a relationship or that they were friends with somebody. This could be somebody who wants to be friends with you, but they were actually loyal to or connected to or friends with or affiliated or associated with someone who you distrust or someone who you dislike or someone who dislikes you. So that means they could have been in the, peanut gallery kikiing and talking with that person about you and you don't know about it. Or, like I said at the beginning, I know I was joking, but some of y'all may have a baby mom or a baby dad that you share with someone else. And whoever the other baby mom or baby dad is, or whoever the ex-spouse is, could be trying to come in and like befriend you or, relate to you in some way. To where you tell them your business or you have some type of relationship with them. And I don't think that's a good idea. Because that's what I'm saying. It's like, if this is your baby mom's other baby dad and they want to come talk to you as a masculine and y'all both have kids with this woman, or vice versa, if you're the woman and you have children with a man who has another child with somebody else and that person wants to be friends with you, it's kind of like, it's like they're two-faced, because at one point they were kikiing with your baby daddy about you and talking behind your back about you, but now they want to come and be in your space. It's like, I think that actually got thrown out for a valid reason. Like that came out of my mouth for a valid reason, because it feels like, yeah, hey, there's the Three of Swords. I said it earlier. Whoever this is lied. It's like something that they refused to tell you, or something that they omitted, or something that they kept hidden. They omitted that they were loyal to someone who hurt you, or that they were loyal. They lied about having someone else, period. Because they felt like they wouldn't get caught. But see, the Seven of Swords reverse says that they're getting caught. So the reason why is because I feel like this person also, like, may have rejected you, because I was getting that earlier as well. Like, this could be a third party situation. Even if this person wasn't in a relationship when you met them and started talking to them, it's kind of like they were carrying on with you while they were carrying on with somebody else. And y'all were both talking to this person at the same time. I feel like the camera's leaning, child. I feel like it started leaning in the middle of the reading. Am I tripping? Y'all like the video. I don't know what that was about. But it's like they were kind of dealing with you and dealing with somebody else at the same time. And you may have wanted a commitment with this person, but they were not showing signs of wanting to be in a commitment. I feel like it may not be that they were already connected to somebody, but it may just be that they had quote unquote options. And because they had options, they didn't want to settle down. They didn't want to commit. They felt like that was a bad idea. You saw that as a bad sign. And it just feels like they kind of chose somebody else to settle down with, or you're finding out that the reason why they stopped talking to you, or the reason why they started holding back from you, or why you stopped hearing from them was because they got into a relationship with someone else, right? It's kind of like if somebody comes around now, because this is somebody that Spirit is telling you need to watch out for. We saw the Knight of Cups. It's like they're coming around now. Why? Is it because that situation didn't work out? So why are they coming around now towards the collective? Why are they coming around now towards the collective, Spirit? Y'all be sure to like the video. Not the Ten of Swords. Traitor! And the Sun. We got Scorpio energy out here, but a lot of Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, and Libra. Someone else may have betrayed this person. Yeah. Like, just say you're the first baby mom, or you're the first wife, or you're the first baby dad, or the first husband. And maybe you try to tell this person, hey, don't come at me with that bullshit. You argue with that person over there. You argue with my ex over there. Keep me out of the argument. I ain't got nothing to do with y'all's marital problems. I ain't got nothing to do with y'all's relationship. Because you know how the new person comes in, and a lot of times women do this. But I don't know. If you're a man or a masculine watching this, you can let me know in the comments. But a lot of times women feel this territorial competitive energy where either they're the ex and they try to assert their dominance over the new person because they're threatened that that new person is in a relationship with their ex and they don't want to let go. Or you have a new person who comes in and does that, and you're the ex and you don't want nothing to do with your ex, but they feel for whatever reason that they need to let you know that they got them now and all this other shit. And it's just like, that feels like what it is. It feels like this is somebody who either did that to you, whichever position they're in, whichever position you're in, or this is somebody who chose another person, had you in a third party, couldn't make a decision, ended up choosing the other person and rejecting you, and that didn't work out because now they found out that that person was not who they thought they were, and that you more than likely were the energy that they were feeling that was actually loving, kind, caring, nurturing, and reliable. Why are they coming around now? Is because they figured out that whoever they were dealing with was a traitor. They couldn't trust that person. Or maybe, you know, because sometimes when you have exes, especially when you have like marriages with assets and you had homes together or children together, there'll be a new partner that comes in and your ex will get into a relationship, and then they'll stop paying child support, or they'll stop calling the kids, or they'll stop picking the kids up. And it's just like, why are you changing now because you're in this new relationship? Like stepmom and stepdad from hell type energy. And that your ex could be coming back realizing that they were in a connection like that, and that person kept them away from taking care of their kids, doing what they were supposed to do for you. Whatever the situation is, it's like you don't want that person, but like they still have responsibilities. And they may have gotten stabbed in the back by someone. but doing the right thing, because this is the scene when the in Game of Thrones, when Jon Snow helped the wildlings because the Night King was coming and all the dead soldiers were about to come and march, and he was trying to save as many of them as he could, so that they just wouldn't die. And then also, if they did get caught up with the Night King, they would have been more, they would have added to the Night King's forces. So the army of the dead was just going to keep growing and growing, because the Night King could basically resurrect whatever person died on the battlefield. So it's like Jon Snow went out into the snow and into, beyond the wall, so that he could try to rescue as many wildlings as he could. But because of stereotypical feelings towards the wildlings, the other men in the Night's Watch who were on the wall, who were jealous and envious of Jon Snow because he had power, they basically turned on him. They sent this little boy in there because he was actually voted to be the leader of the Night's Watch, right? What is it called? Not the Grand Maester. He was voted to be the I can't remember what it was called, but it's like the leader of the Night's Watch, the one who's in charge, the commander, the Lord Commander. That's what it was called. And this other old guy wanted to be the Lord Commander when the original Lord Commander, who gave Jon Snow the sword, got, betrayed, because they betrayed him. The other Night's Watch men who were with the original Lord Commander ended up stabbing him in the back and betraying him. And then, because they got tired of listening to him, they didn't want to follow the rules, so they betrayed him. They took him out. And then basically Jon Snow was voted to be the new Lord Commander, and people didn't like it, especially that old man that's been gunning for him since he got there. And they basically set him up and told him that his uncle Benjen, who was a part of the Night's Watch before he got there, they told him that he had been found, and he had basically, been gone for years. They didn't know if he was alive or dead, but his horse came back and they figured he was dead. And they knew that would emotionally trigger Jon into coming wherever they told him to come. So they sent the little boy in to tell him that they saw his uncle. He said, Where is he? Show me where he is. And the little boy brought him to a sign that was nailed in the ground, and they put traitor on a board just like this, and basically took turns, with their blades, taking Jon Snow to the ground. And that was when he technically died, and then Melisandre, the priestess, resurrected him. So it's like a setup. Somebody's realizing that they've been set up. That's why they're coming towards you, because they see clearly now that they were set up, or they got caught for the okie doke. But I feel like it's because they went against their intuition, or they went against their better judgment, or they did something they did what other people considered to be wrong, but they did it for the right reason. It's a very confusing energy. They thought they were doing the right thing. So I kind of feel like I understand. But at the same time, it's like you still can't trust this person. This could also be if you feel like you're in the position of the person who was betrayed or deceived, or like the story that I told with Jon Snow. If you feel like you were the Jon Snow energy, where you're like, hey, don't shoot the messenger. I just thought I was doing the right thing. I didn't know what was going on. I thought that I was in the right. I thought I was doing the right thing. If it hurt you, or if it caused problems in your life, that was not my intention. Ooh, the Ace of Cups. And then the Six of Swords. If you feel like you got attacked, or you feel like you were chastised by people because of a choice that you made, maybe people got upset with you for whatever reason. And you're like, I didn't mean to upset anybody. I just thought I was doing what was right. I feel like now somebody sees that. I feel like now somebody sees that they were wrong in judging you, or now they see that they were wrong when it comes to like attacking you. It feels like somebody sees that they were kind of metaphorically poisoned by the enemy against you. Like someone poisoned another person against you. It kind of feels like this person now wants to make a different decision. So it's like the reason why they're coming towards you is they have feelings for you. I feel like this person may even love you, or like maybe you make them happy, but it's like now their feelings are clear. Now they can see clearly because for whatever, yeah. And then the magician, somebody was manipulating this person's feelings or this person's emotions, or they were manipulating like information. They were manipulating a person's perspective against you. They turned someone against you. It's like this person was turned against you. And they participated in some type of like attack. It's like you're realizing that you were taken out by people who are traitors, but because they believed you were a traitor. That's crazy. I also feel like the people who thought you were a traitor, who were manipulated into believing that you were bad or that you were doing the wrong thing, have now realized that they were being manipulated because they got betrayed by the person who originally manipulated them against you. Bitch! You get what I'm saying? The fuck? Yeah, what's this sun card with the traitor, 10 of swords? The devil! Ramsey! Little goofy ass. Look at his goofy ass. He look crazy. What? Capricorn, Leo, Aries with the Emperor, Leo with the Strength card, possibly Taurus with the Emperor, Sagittarius with the Temperance, Taurus, Libra with the Hierophant. The only way that this person was going to see the truth is if they got betrayed. Or the only person, I mean, you're not the only person who got betrayed. They got betrayed too. It's kind of like what goes around comes around, but it's not necessarily karma. It's just kind of like that's the choice you made, and as a result, this is what happened. Anyway, Queen of Spears with the Devil and the Ace of Swords, see? And that's the sword that the Lord Commander Mormon, I guess his name was Mormon, the bear. He changed it from the bear to the wolf so John could have it. And he gave it to him because he believed John would be a good, successor. The truth. I feel like someone was also using their body. Okay, Queen of Spears, which is the Queen of Wands. I feel like someone was using their looks or benefiting from their looks. Like, there was a sexual attraction. There was some type of, like, incentive to a person betraying you. It's like there's a feminine energy who was confident that they could turn someone against you. And it could be platonic. It could be a situation where you had a friend that you thought was your friend, but then they kind of switched up on you because someone else got in their ear and told them, like, this could even be something as simple as your friend should have told you about something because it's in your best interest to know, but maybe they thought, oh, collective will get mad if I tell them this news, or collective will get upset if I tell them this information. And they had somebody who actually didn't really like you, or they had someone who didn't know you that well, or they had someone in their ear like influencing them not to tell you, kind of like in friend groups where there's something going on that all of the people know but that you don't know, but that they should have told you. If they were actually your friend, they would have told you. But because maybe there's a new person, or there's somebody that they've been hanging out with that's starting to get in their ear and, you know, make them confused about the connection that y'all already had, they don't tell you, even though they know they should have. And in their heart, they feel like they should have, but they didn't. And then they find out that whoever convinced them not to tell you whatever this is was actually full of shit. Like, it could be platonic, it could be romantic, it could be professional. But it feels personal. Like, it feels like a personal connection of like you needing to either watch out for that person who didn't have enough. It's like you need to watch out for them because they didn't have enough strength or courage, or they were disloyal. It's like they're not strong enough to stand the test of time with you. They're not strong enough to show up and be the person that you need them to be when the going gets tough. It feels like they're a weak-spirited individual, because if they're easily manipulated by the flesh, or they're easily manipulated by rumors and gossip, or they're easily manipulated by the incentive of money, or whatever it is that drives this person is a liability to you. Because they will switch up. But now somebody sees the truth. They see the truth. What's one more card for this traitor, the sun and the devil? That's crazy. The lovers. Yeah. Carnal things. I'm just saying. I'm hiding. Don't look at me. I'm hiding because come on now. You let some D or some P get you strung out like that? Not me using strung out. Ooh. Okay. Ace of Swords, the truth. The true love, the true. I feel like somebody got in a person's ear. That's just what it is. Even if it was like a third party of a third party. Like, you were dealing with someone, they were dealing with somebody else, and then another person got into that person's ear to tell them who to choose, and they chose the wrong person. Yeah. It's like double betrayal at that point. What's this? Death, Emperor, and the Four of Cups? The World. Now, I don't know what your sign is as a person watching this, but it kind of feels like somebody's being forced to make a decision, or somebody feels like they have to be they feel like they're forced. It feels like someone doesn't have a choice but to make a decision. It feels like someone is being asked to be strong and courageous and actually gain their free will back, take back their power to end a cycle. How something started is not how something ended. Eight of Swords and the King of Coins. Yeah. Because now somebody's kind of like, it kind of feels like somebody's stuck. Whoever this person is, they're stuck in this situation. They're coming towards you because whoever they chose to attach to, they're seeing clearly now that that person is toxic, that they're a traitor, that they betrayed them, which ultimately shows them the truth about how they betrayed you. What else does the collective need to know? Daydreaming and waves. One of y'all, I sang that song, Daydream. I fell asleep and met the flowers for a couple of hours. One of y'all asked me where I know that song from, and I think childhood. I think I heard it when I was young. It was something I heard when I was young on the radio or something like that. Head in the clouds, delusional hopes and dreams. And then we have waves, emotions, worry, and fear. See, someone is trying to remove their fears, or they're trying to get over their fears. This could be their fears about possibly approaching you. We have wishful thinking, second chance, deja vu, nostalgia. Ooh, child. Karmics, third party haters, learn lessons. Somebody learned a hard lesson. And they wish they could go back and have a second chance. And they're full of like emotions. They're thinking about what would happen if they had a second chance. Vacate, get away, relax, have fun. So what is this person afraid of? Because the Eight of Swords is right. They're afraid of something ending with the world. With the Eight of Swords that came out with the World card. I feel like they're afraid of the situation coming to an end and they're rejected. Or they're not going to get what they want. What is this person afraid of? What is this person afraid of? Ooh, what the fuck? The Wheel of Fortune. They're afraid of destiny? Karma, probably. Yeah. Or they're afraid you moved on or something. Like you moved on without them. The wheel kept turning. King of Swords. Ace of Cups. They're afraid that they're afraid that when they tell you, you'll change or your feelings will change. They're afraid that if they tell you what really happened, because I feel like they're trying to get the courage up to tell the truth. They're afraid that if they tell you what really happened, your feelings towards them will change. Kind of like they just want to have fun with you or relax and ride off in the sunset. But they know they can't because now they have to tell you what really happened. Because before, they thought they were going to get away with it and they thought they would never have to tell you what happened. But now they have to tell you what happened. What's the Wheel of Fortune? Just one more to clarify that Wheel of Fortune, please, Spirit. Y'all be sure to like the video. 3 cards. The Moon reversed. The 7 of Cups reversed. And the 8 of Coins reversed. Working on something. That was over here with this 4 of Swords. And the 3 of Cups. They were working with somebody else. They were working on something with somebody else. Or they were building something with somebody else. That's what it was. Somebody was building something with somebody else. 6 of Spears, which is the 6 of Wands. And the 3 of Spears, which is the 3 of Wands. That's 9 Wands. There's distance or space or a boundary between you. You see how he's kind of looking off into the distance? It's kind of like look, there we go. It's kind of like he's looking at her on the horse. You see what I'm saying? Like he's looking at her from afar. There's this distance. And the 8 of Coins reverse. It's like something that they worked on. That's the secret. They're not confused anymore with the 7 of Cups reverse. They're not in this delusion anymore. They're not in this trance. It could be a spell that's been broken. Ciao. But they have to tell the truth. They have to open up Pandora's box, basically, to tell you the secret. And if they do, if they tell you, something didn't work out, and now they see clearly what they didn't see before or what they were blinded to before, then you'll know that they were full of shit the first time, right? That's what it feels like to me. It's like for somebody to tell you how they really feel, or for somebody to tell you the truth about what happened, or for somebody to feel like they've cleared their conscience or gotten something off their chest, they have to first admit that they were a traitor, that they betrayed you, that they lied to you. So there's like, it's like a catch-22. They can't get closure unless they tell you the truth. And if they tell you the truth, they're not going to get what they want, and they're still going to feel like there's no closure. One more card for what the collective needs to know. Ooh, paranoid, cautious, insecure, and guarded. I'm telling you. Hopeless, lost, depression, negative thoughts. Suffering in silence, unspoken desires, real feelings, broken dreams. And we had the daydreaming card. They're all up and down. I just heard, we could have had it all, rolling in the deep. You have my heart and soul, oh, but you played it to the beat. What's that song? There are things fire burning in my heart. What's this paranoid? Another reversed card. Ooh, they watching, bitch. Okay, wait. Let me show you. Look at this eyeball. Somebody come look at this. Page of Swords reverse. They paranoid. They watching. They like this. Wait, they like this. Looking through the keyhole. Looking through the peephole. The keyhole and the peephole are like social media or something. This person is spying. They could be trying to see if you're in a relationship. They could be trying to see the status of your life. Have you moved on? Whatever they were unclear about, though, now they're clear. Now they know. Whatever they were confused about, they're not confused about anymore. Knight of Swords and the Six of Coins. There's things that they know and there's things that they don't know. They could have somebody spying on you too. Because Varys, he was the master of whispers, gossip. They could even be hearing things through the grapevine about you, how you moved on, the things that are going on, I guess, in your life, either through social media they see it or through other people they hear about it. They could even be paying people to watch you. I don't know what this is, child. It's like they're telling somebody, hey, go look at so-and-so's page, or go, like they got people looking into you, child. That's what you need to know too. But I feel like the reason why you need to watch out for this person is because not only are they kind of two-faced, well, not kind of. I feel like not only are they two-faced when it comes to like things in the past, but I feel like Spirit also wants you to know that they have the tendency or the inclination to possibly be weak-spirited or weak-minded, weak-willed, to where they're easily like swayed back and forth and they're very unclear. Like if this person was a person who, dang, Percy, you all right? Lord have mercy. If this person was a person who betrayed you because of what somebody else said about you, or they turned on you because of gossip that they heard, or they were easily convinced with some type of vice like money, sex. Oh my Lord. Oh my poor Percy. You all right, Percy? My cat just threw up, y'all. He been going through something, but he all right. Oh, Percy. Oh, he's heaving. It might come back up, y'all. You all right? I think that's Spirit's way of saying it might come back up. So we're going to move on. Let me get an advice. It could happen again. So it's like, that's cool that now you know. That's cool that now you can see the truth. But that doesn't necessarily mean that they're a good person to have around you, because they may not be trustworthy. They may not be dependable or reliable when it comes to loyalty. They may be easily, seduced or induced into some type of treacherous, deceitful behavior if the right if the right bait is dangled in front of their face. That's why Spirit says that you need to watch out for them. Because if they turned on you once, then they can turn on you again. What's the advice? A chapter in your life is coming to an end. This card came out in reverse, but I'm going to read it. A chapter in your life is coming to an end. Rest assured that beautiful things are ahead in this next chapter. Let go of all things that are out of control and move forward. There are more beautiful things ahead than any you leave behind. So they're telling you, don't hang on. Because this was reversed. This new chapter may not have started yet, but it's definitely coming. Because we've kept seeing the Ace of Cups. We saw the Ace of Swords. And we also, I think, saw the Ace of Coins, Pentacles. So it's like there's some type of creative, inspired new person coming into your life for some of you guys. There's new endeavors coming into your life for some of you guys. There's new opportunities. And not only did we get it with the tarot with the aces, but we also got it with the new love card, the new home, all that type of stuff. And I just feel like as this new chapter approaches, before it gets here, you may have people coming back towards you who realize that they should not have believed the hype. But that's not your problem. At the bottom, what is meant for you won't pass you by. You will never have to force something that is truly meant to be. Trust in the perfection of divine timing and allow your life to unfold as it should. Whatever comes, let it come. Whatever goes, let it go. Right. That's what they're saying. You're going to be faced with whether or not you're going to go back to the past or go back to something that left your life or a person who left your life, or accept them back into your life if they try to come back, or moving forward to the next chapter. So that's going to be up to you. And I also feel like Spirit is telling you, like, don't force it. Like, even if somebody admits that they were treacherous towards you, or they admit that they made the wrong choice when it comes to judging your character or the way that they treated you in situations, even if they know the error of their ways now, I feel like Spirit is saying that what's done has been done. They can't, no matter how much they apologize, because I'm hearing profusely. Somebody is sweating profusely, possibly, or they're talking profusely, like it's like motor mouth. Or this person is like apologizing profusely, like over and over again. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't know. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. It doesn't matter how much they apologize. It doesn't matter what they try to do to make it up. Like, even if they buy you gifts, or they try to say nice things about you now, or they constantly, continuously repent about what they did, it's never going to change the way that you see this person. It's like, once the trust is broken, the trust is broken. And I feel like with the advice, your spirit team is saying, don't force the connection if you feel like the trust is gone, or if you feel like the relationship has been tarnished beyond repair, or if you feel like something just went too far and you can't. I'm not saying you can't forgive this person. I don't think you necessarily care. I mean, I feel like you would. I feel like if this were to transpire, you guys would feel something about this situation. You may feel relief now that you finally figured out what's going on. You may feel a release, right? So you may cry because you're releasing it, right? Like if you get the information that you didn't have before, it may trigger a response. It may trigger anger. It may trigger sadness. It could trigger regret. It could trigger any type of feeling within you. But I feel like that feeling is an indication that the situation is being released from your soul. And your spirit team is like, hey, don't mistake that for, you know, some type of attachment to this person, or, you know, don't mistake memories for a reason to keep this person around, because they actually may not be somebody who is in your best interest to have around. Okay. Don't force it, bitch. When the world feels like it's coming crashing down around you, take that as an opportunity to find yourself and let go of who you thought you were. Not all storms come to destroy your life. Some come to clear your path. Decide that this crisis will be the turning point for what you have been waiting for. Okay? You see what I'm saying? That's what it feels like to me. It feels like you guys are being asked in all of these different cards to, first of all, let go, detach, not in a negative way to where you don't feel your feelings or you push away your feelings, but let go of the past. What's done is done. It is what it is. The story doesn't need to be told 1,000 more times. We can move the fuck on, okay? That's part of your advice, but the other part of your advice is like understanding why that's the best course of action. Understanding that you had to know whatever this is, or you had to be hurt by finding out the truth in order to be able to move forward cleanly, in order to cut ties very cleanly, or to move forward in a clear headspace. Because if you were constantly like confused, or you still didn't have closure, you would possibly drag it with you. And I feel like your spirit team don't want you to drag nothing with you, because you already gonna have enough to carry. You already gonna have enough to do in the near future. I also just got a message. It's like, because this person is watching you, first they were afraid that you were already in a relationship. But I feel like after watching you, they're not afraid that you're in a relationship, but they are afraid that you could be in a relationship because you're a good catch, or because you're a good friend, or you could be very successful. Your career could be going places. They could be afraid of losing you because they know the type of person who you are. So it's like, whatever their worst fear or their worst nightmare was about what could possibly be going on now that they want to re-enter your life has been confirmed not to be true. So it's like they're not scared of whatever that was, but they are scared of whatever it means, knowing what they now know. That's crazy. But yeah, y'all, you just can't have wishy-washy people in your life. I feel like there's something here that is clearly telling you to watch out for the wishy-washy people in your life, to watch out for the people in your life who are untrustworthy and disloyal, and who at the drop of a dime, at the slightest blow of the wind, can go in a different direction and be someone who you actually have to protect yourself against. They want you to get all the motherfuckers out your life. So I hope that helped you guys. Y'all be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. If you want to book your reading, the link is below. Also, if you guys are willing to donate, it is very helpful right now. Please be sure to use PayPal, Venmo, or Zelle if you want to donate. That's the best way to do so, and make sure your donation gets to moi. Okay? I hope this helped you guys. Let me know in the comments, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.